Hello, my name is Mariana. This is a reading today for Taurus, and yes, here I am again today with the second reading of the day. 2 days in a row that I'm recording two readings for two different signs. So how long will I be able to keep on doing this very intense rhythm of readings? I don't know, but as much as I'm feeling, energized, I'll just keep on doing them, right? So here I am for you today, Taurus, with an incredible reading that, yes, I feel like there is a little bit of connection in how, well, to the Aries reading that I just did, because both of you, right, are coming as represented by the same card, which is the Knight of Pentacles that I'm going to show you here. But the other similar thing that is, this common thread that is connecting the two readings is that imagination is being sparked. I feel like there is a little bit of a theme running today that is this the magic coming from cartoons or movies or just stories that are fictional, right? But they are so powerful in the symbolism, in the message behind them, that I feel like it's this sparking of the power of the imagination. And so this would be, the common thread between the Aries and the Taurus reading today. But for you, Taurus, this reading seems to be like the meeting of the Wizard of Oz with Aslan from the Chronicles of Narnia. So, and also there's a little bit of like mystery in terms of how you, Taurus, are meeting very important, it's almost like you are crashing into this council meeting with very high figures, right? It's almost like you're crushing the party between Aslan and the Wizard of Oz in a sense. And although I feel like they seem to have been, anticipating your arrival, I don't feel like they were ready for you to arrive this soon. It's almost like you came in earlier than they were expecting you to show up, although you were already heading their way. And it's almost like there is a little bit of misunderstanding because of the timing of things, because you seem to be going on a pace, Taurus, that is similar to what Aries was doing when he was when the Knight of Pentacles for Aries was trying to distract himself with just enjoying the moment and enjoying the field of flowers that they were in. For you, I feel like you are pretty much on the move. You are going somewhere because you have been told that you should go somewhere. It's almost like you have set out to go on a mission when somebody or something in you pushed you to go that direction, almost like Dorothy going on the yellow brick road, right? So and this image of the yellow brick road is actually here too. But these are all metaphors to spark the power of imagination in all of us, not just me, but you too. And I feel like this is part of the message today, at least, right? Is like, pay attention to the power that your imagination holds in creating the types of experiences that you are able to live. You are able to go through them and manifest them. But it's okay if you don't want to hurry into manifesting them. It's like, I feel like whichever way you go, it's like there is this one path that is being eliminated for you, Taurus, that you are going there just because you have been told, in a sense, right? There's like this internal voice in you, or even someone, right, suggested you or recommended that you should go and follow that path, and you just went without expecting much, really. I feel like your expectations today, Taurus, are really low expectations. That's why you are coming through as, this uninvited guest in a sense, but your presence was expected somehow, just not too soon, right? So we begin with you here, right? The opening card for you this time is the same card that represented Aries in the Aries reading that I just did. So you coming also as the Knight of Pentacles was showing me that the type of pace that you and Aries were just naturally walking by, it's one of patience and appreciation for the moment, which feels like very aware of the physical surroundings, especially, you know, coming with the Knight of Pentacles. It's like the earthly realm, this 3D plane for you, Taurus, is one that is very enticing. It's very, it just gets your attention every time, right? So it's like this just nature makes you just, you know, come to this place of right? It's like this, how wonderful this path. This is how this Knight of Pentacles is coming through. It's like appreciation and being in awe most of the time, right? But as I said, this is coming through as you are setting out on a mission to go this path that perhaps to you seems like a very plain, very regular, very mundane path, right? There's nothing, you know, very shiny, even though yes, is just breathtaking by the earthly nature of it. It's something that, you know, being mundane is something that you appreciate. So it's something that is connected to your energy, to your aura in a sense. You resonate with this you know, plain field in a sense is how it's just coming through right now, plain fields. So you are on your way somewhere that you don't really know exactly where. You just know that you just have to keep on going. That's the thing. And you are going, you are on the move, just not in a hurry because you don't really know what the prize is or what the end goal is. It's just like, oh yeah, this sounds fun, I'm just going to go this path, right? You're not really aiming for much. You're just going with the flow. That's it. You're just going with the flow. And you're doing so in a very appreciative approach. It's like you're the drive in you, it's not about the final goal, right? That's not the main objective. It's the path itself, right? You're enjoying every moment of the path. That's why you're not bored at all. It's like you are enjoying every moment and you're not in a hurry to get to wherever you're going to get, which I feel like it is going to be a surprise because, so the interesting thing is that these two cards, the Strength and the Magician, actually fell together with this Knight of Pentacles. But this card was turned, you know, facing me, and these two were facing down. So I didn't see them until I turned them, right? So this is the image that I'm seeing, actually, like the way that I'm visualizing, not only the way that they fell on the table, but also the way that you perhaps, you know, just by walking down this path, you are going to fall into somebody else's room, somebody else's party, somebody else's path. And it seems like, you know, a very important place. It's almost like you are crashing a VIP meeting or whatever it is. You are meeting, you know, Aslan and the Wizard of Oz. These are coming through as, you know, the main figures, the main magicians, the main characters, the most magical characters of these two movies in a sense, and how both of them, right? Both of them are talking about how you have to go on a path in order to cross this borderline between the mundane to the mystical, to the magical, to the surreal, right? Where these characters, they live without a human body in a sense. It's almost like you, Taurus, are very well acquainted with this earthly realm because you are adapted to it, because you have this human body, so everything feels familiar, right? But when you crash into these two, it's like the environment where they thrive. This is their territory, it's their domain, and they don't need the human facade. It's almost like they are the pure entity itself. It's like they are strength, they are magic. They don't need to have a different body, although, you know, the strength here is coming through as the lion, right? As Aslan is a lion in the Chronicles of Narnia. And the Wizard of Oz, it's like this magician where I'm not sure if in the Wizard of Oz the you know, Dorothy goes to meet with the witches, or if there is like this mirror that talks. This image of the mirror that talks is what is coming through with this magician here. So I'm not sure if I'm mixing up the stories, if this is, you know, truly related to the Wizard of Oz or not, but it's just how it's coming through, because it's coming through as this inanimate object, right, that has life, right, because of the sparkles of magic. So it's just like, you know, the objects in the Beauty and the Beast, right, they have life. It's the same thing, because, you know, they don't need to have a human body in order, in this territory, in their realm. In their realm, they can be this entity, because the entity itself is already understood and respected and accepted. That's the word that's coming through. These entities, by showing up in this shape and form, they are accepted in their domain. So you know, just walking very freely, very relaxed down this lane, and, you know, the yellow brick road, and not wanting too much to get there. It's like you're not in a rush. You're not in a rush, Taurus, but you end up meeting these guys sooner than you realize. So you end up you know, arriving at your destiny in a sense, even though previously you may have not received this just the objective knowing of where you were headed towards. It's like it's almost like you were blindly following this guidance that you received to follow this yellow brick road. You didn't know exactly where you were heading towards or what was the end goal. And as soon as you meet them, it's like you are impacted, because it's almost like you are interrupting an important meeting. They are uniting to, you know, resolve issues in a sense. It's like they have their own stuff going on that you suddenly, you know, just come in uninvited and interrupt their meeting. And they are, you know, it's like they have to stop in the middle of their conversation and they are staring at you. But it's like it's interesting, because what I'm seeing now, it's like they are not saying anything, but their expressions, in my mind's eye at least, it's like it's one of contentment. It's one of oh, finally. It's almost like, you know, they took long enough to get here and now they're here. Yes, finally. So, but because it was an interruption, right? This card here, the Page of Wands, is coming through as like a servant to these ones, right? Because it's almost like they're coming through as not as a child, but you know, somebody that is still in a human body rather than represented by the entity that they are. It's like they are still in a spiritual development process that requires them to have a human body. And so these ones, it's almost like these ones are these very high frequency energies that they choose to incarnate, in a sense, to show up in this realm, in their territory, as figures or animals or objects that are not necessarily a human body, right? And so this one, because they're coming through as a page and a page of wands, they're coming through as a little bit in a hurry. It's like they are late. They missed your entrance. It's almost like their role, in a sense, was to announce your arrival, but you just, you just cut to, the point. You just crashed the room, and then you met with the higher ups before even being announced by this page of wands. And so this page of wands, in this metaphor that we're saying, that we're seeing here in your story, Taurus, is that they are coming into the room and they're saying, oh my god, what just happened? Can I do something? Do I need to go tend to them, or whatever it is? It's like they want to be of service to you. This one is like they are their servants. It's like they work for them, in a sense, right? They are serving a purpose for them that includes serving you, if it makes any sense. So they are worried that they missed the cue to enter, right? To enter the scene. They are late to enter the scene. But this could be, this is also, just as a reminder for you, Taurus, this is just a visual metaphor to tell a story, right? That can be applied in very different ways for each and every one of you. But let me just continue with the entire message, and then I'll try to translate it to a more, a more mundane kind of way that you can apply to your life. So here we have the Queen of Cups, the Moon, and the Six of Wands. So these two characters, the Queen of Cups and the Moon, are actually coming through as one entity. This is the humanized, the personified version of the Moon. The Moon is the same kind of higher entity that chooses whichever shape and form they want to translate or to express their essence, which is power of the moon, which is also something that is, coming through a lot, but it's coming through here as intuitive wisdom. So the power of the moon, right, the way that it translates here in this realm, right, that is this magical realm, is one that is very intuitively connected. Therefore, it holds a lot of wisdom. And the way that this Queen of Cups is able to channel to this entity, it's like she can shapeshift. She can choose whether she presents herself to you, Taurus, as a human version or as the moon itself. It's one and the same, which actually makes me think, if this is the same thing that's happening here, right? If this lion and the magician, these two are one and the same. It's like Aslan is the Wizard of Oz, and the Wizard of Oz is Aslan. It's just that they are, one entity that, chooses to express themselves as either a lion, an animal, or an object. So I feel like here, really, it's almost like you are interrupting, in a sense, or you are coming inside this meeting of a council that is very like a high level council, right? You are crushing the party of, spirit, or these VIPs, in a sense, right? But ones that are very wise, ones that are very strong, that they hold the secret for the magic. It's like they are very magical creatures, right? They are pure entities of energy and power and spirit and magic and strength and intuition and wisdom and all of that. So it's like they are in their own realm, because this is the realm where they are able to shape shift however they like, however they feel fit for the moment, right? Whether they can express as a human or they can express as the entity itself, just like here, right? The strength and the magician. So with the Six of Wands ending, I feel like whatever meeting you're having, it's like you have to come into contact, direct contact, like crashing a meeting, crashing a party, right? Because even though for you, you might have entered the scene uninvited, it's like they were expecting you. It's almost like a very secretive meeting that you are part of, that you were, remember, you were on a mission. Something or someone sent you on a mission and you were going, not knowing exactly what you were walking towards. And now that you have come across these ones, it's like you understand the level of significance of this moment, because you're entering a very special place, a very special moment. And it's almost like you feel a little bit inadequate. You almost feel like, what am I doing here among all of these great figures, all of these great entities, right? And it's almost like you're comparing yourself to them when you're not able to shapeshift as they are, right? But that's not the point here, is what I'm hearing right now, because the point is you have to have this direct experience, because you have to see them choosing how they want to express in order for you to continue on your path. This is the yellow brick road, right? It's almost like here you were walking, down this yellow brick road, but it was just, more of the same. It was, plain and mundane and, just regular road, right? There was nothing shiny or different about it. But once you experience this meeting, right, it's like it happens in the middle of this path. It's almost like you fall down, and then when you wake up, it's like you're inside this very grand, important room, right? That these people are expressing themselves as their pure energy, or as a personification, or like whatever figure or whatever kind of expression they choose, right? So they're showcasing, in a sense, they're showing their power to you. It's like you need to witness what they can do in order to continue on your path. And I feel like this Six of Wands ending here, it's almost like, now that you've seen this, now that you have felt it, now that you have witnessed the power of this moon embodied and the power itself, right? And also here, it's like there are different ways of manifesting, or how to express the individual powers of these beings, right? And you need to witness it to believe it, in a sense, right? To experience it directly. And so then when you continue, right, on your path, it's like the moment you step back on this yellow brick road, it's no longer plain or boring. And I don't feel like it's boring. It's just that it's like you already appreciated the mundane, but you didn't see the shiny bits, right? It's almost like it was only just this yellow brick road. And when you come out of this meeting, right, it's like you hold within you it's almost like witnessing something so spectacular, so wonderful, that you are forever changed from that moment on. It's like you need to see it with your own eyes, right? it's like something out of this world that if you were to translate it, it's impossible because it sounds so mysterious. It sounds so magical that it's like, will somebody believe me? Right? And then you walking again over this yellow brick road is like the gold, the yellow has turned into gold, right? This is what I'm seeing with the it's like this energy of the Six of Wands is turning things that you see into gold. So whatever you saw before as just plain and mundane and regular, it's no longer. It's like the path itself had turned into gold. So yeah, that's really interesting. So I feel like, you know, to apply this to you, it's like whatever grand experience you are about to step in unexpectedly, it is going to change your perspective of how the mundane is perceived from then on, right? If it makes sense. Okay, I'm going to pull more cards for you, Taurus, and also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended. So if you want to join me, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.